What is up, YouTube? This is HeyhoBrando. Welcome back to another great video. As you can see, we are back in Palworld 1.0, and it's time to see how things go on. If you notice that my voice sounds a little bit different, using a different microphone, just mostly to see how it goes, just to see if this is going to be something I'm going to go for when it comes to recording. But either way, let's see what goes on with this. So as you saw just before the cut, there was actually a time limit onto the raid. So basically I found out how that works out now is that someone will actually come, a negotiator will actually come to your base to negotiate for 1,000 gold if you don't want the raid to happen, or if you still want the raid to happen. It takes about like 5 minutes, so it's more of like, do you want to deal with the raid? Do you not want to deal with the raid? And with me getting this sword, I really wanted to test with the sword, and also I really wanted to check out Xeno Vader to see how they do. And yeah, no, these guys go on relatively well, and later on I just start to let my pals deal with it because I don't want to be dealing with the raids, and especially how this base right here with all the pals I have going on, they'll be able to handle everything going on from now on. Started to do some of the overworld bosses. The first one I went after was Foxicle, and yeah, need to get this guy because later on I'll get a farm going up to get the aqua or ice organ so I can make the better armor later on because I know I'm going to need those eventually, and I am able to get other pals to get the other things going on: flame organ, water, aqua fluid. I think later on I get an electric organ. I can't remember if not, but that's another thing I'll have to get later on, especially when I have to get the main base going on. Because as you know, it's going to be around over in this area, a little bit deeper into where that giant ring was. But yeah, that's where we're going to go at. So I kept seeing these giant towers way off in the distance or even on my map, and I kept wondering, like, what the hell are these? Like, what are they? Are they something like akin to just like synchronization towers that you see in Tears of the Kingdom or even like in Assassin's Creed? And there was nothing for me down here, so I thought, like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to ride up and get on top of there. And my poor little pal Nightwing, he just couldn't get up there. So yeah, you do find out that this actually is a synchronization thing. It does unlock a lot of the area that you haven't really seen yet, and I pressed the wrong button to do that. But yeah, I make it a point that I go to these as much as I possibly can. Gives me a good, nice aerial view of it, and man, yeah, Pocket Pair really went all out with this. And there's the World Tree. Hopefully we get there one day. Definitely not today, but knowing I'm gonna need an electric pal later on, I went after Moss and Lux, and you come to find out after the fact that this is a level 4 in terms of electricity, and I made a bunch of Giga Spears. Hopefully that made things a little bit better. And yeah, we got the boss kill. We got our now new powerful electric type PAL, which will help us with the electricity when we get to it. Because believe me, I find something not a little bit better, but a lot better in terms of PALs. Because I think as of right now, from what I find out later on, the egg run might be back. Might be. I don't know. I've only found so far one PAL that blew my mind on what it can do. And the fact that I found it in an egg, hopefully I can find other eggs that have that high thing, but you'll be seeing that later on. Getting back to the base, I decided to get things going on for here to get these things up because we really need to get the level ups onto things. At the end of the day, I'll have 3 bases I can move around in. We have one at the Iron Place, and we'll have one here, and then we'll have one more that we'll be using for our main base, and then taking this down. So really, I'm just putting things around haphazardly, not really caring where things go at. But this place, that's why it's like the tables are in such a weird place. But once we get to where I can actually build the main base, things will get a little bit further on. We see a PAL merchant come up by this side. Why not? Let's get Desperado, whatever his name is, Despresso, maybe. I'm not bad with pronunciations for these games, but just to get him in, just to see what it was, and I realized he wasn't really the best onto it. I'll probably just use him for the Venom Gland later on. Another overworld boss. Didn't do a lot in this one that I thought I was going to be doing. Next episode definitely just going to be focusing on that, just going through all the overworld bosses, because At the end of the episode, I do deal with the second tower boss, and yeah, there's a pal that you'll find that I have, very overpowered. That yeah, we basically dealt with it pretty quickly. I do get a gun later on. I do give up the crossbow and go with the gun, but I don't do that until a little bit later on in the episode. Mostly out of just pure instinct, I thought, hey, let me show some of the eggs, because I will show a lot of the eggs I do hatch out. We get the Firefox Ice version, we get the Luff Mucks, and then we also get like another Firefox one. But I mean, just out of pure instinct, because like I said, who knows if if I can find more eggs and actually spend time actually actively looking for eggs, maybe we could find some powerful pals. The major issue with I need it are pals that have at least level, I want to say level 3 to level 4 in electricity. If I could do that, then I think we can get things going on. And we'll see how things go. You never know. I definitely do want to do an egg only run once more, but we need to see how that goes. So I didn't know about this guy at first. He was just found in a cage, locked up, and I came up to free him. I was kind of getting ready in case there was like a betrayal or something like that, but no, then he came out. Motherfucker had a beam sword that I want to get. Definitely gonna have to increase my attack for that if I want to use it, but yeah, nope, saved him. He gave me a few little things here and there. I thought he was almost going to give me the sword, but I thought it was funny that the fact that they said that they took all his armors and weapons, but he somehow had a beam sword, but that's beside the point. Going back to see to the eggs, two of them were Elizabeths, and one of them was actually an alpha. I also found out something too later on, because I did find a shiny night cat. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But apparently the shiny variants also have one level above in terms of skills what the normal variant have. So like there was one that would have that I have currently right now that's a level 3, but when I find the shiny variant, it's a level 4. That surprised me greatly. So I was like, gonna now have another reason to get all the shinies again. So that's gonna be fun. Mostly I wanted to make my way up here to one of the tower bosses, mostly for the fact of the sulfur. Great place to get at with very quick and easy sulfur. There was another place I did find sulfur. I just couldn't remember where it was, but this is like the best place to get sulfur, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong, but yeah, I wanted to get here as quickly as I possibly could. So it seems like I didn't get the recording of it, but as you can see, I have this new pal, Blazamut. This was the pal that I got from the egg. It had a level 77 in, level 6 or 7 in kindling, and a level 7 in mining. I got that from the egg, and that made me rethink if maybe the egg run could be possible now in Palworld 1.0. So definitely after when this video is done, I'm going to be doing some research to see if what eggs could be found in the wild, like wild eggs onto it, or me just looking around for it, because I don't know if there's enough information online yet for that. But if anyone wants to find out information for me, let me know. Like, definitely let me know, because that one pal right there made me rethink maybe it actually could be possible. Mostly to show you exactly how easy this boss fight was and why I think I may be a little OP with the weapons I have, because now I have the AK-47, and this was actually made from a blueprint. Yeah, just watch this guy's health. The Blazamut nearly took half of the health, and that was at 42,000. So that one attack took nearly 20,000 damage on Lily and Lily. And I understand that fire and grass, I understand that, but that is still ridiculous that at 36 it took it at nearly half health. I was like, oh my god. That made me laugh my ass off. And coming back to the base, just to mostly show what I mean about I haphazardly are just putting everywhere, just things everywhere, because it's like I'm not really caring how this place looks. Like, I was able to get the assembly lines going on, I was able to get some other things going on, And eventually when I do make the main base, it's actually going to be a lot better. I'm going to make it where it's a lot more cleaner. In fact, I'm going to try to actually make a tower base. So I've been seeing a lot of videos where a person made like a tower base, like each floor being an individual thing. And I think what I want to do for my one is that each floor is actually a tier. So like you have like the tier 1 stuff, tier 2 stuff, so on and so forth. Or maybe find a different way on to doing this. But I mean, hopefully when I get to the main base, I can get things going on to actually build things more efficiently instead of going back and forth and get the better things going on. I got these pals making the new spears, the highest one I can make right now with the equipment that I do have on me. And because, like I said, I'm going to be collecting as many pals as I possibly can, the hyper spheres, and I think the next one I need new a new materials I either don't have yet or I can't make them readily available quite yet. If I can get another blaze mutt, I want to get a few blaze mutt to use them for furnacing because oh boy, that level 70 kindling, whew, that really is good for me. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. A little bit more shorter than usual than I wanted this to be, but there really wasn't a lot that I thought I was going to be doing on here. I really just was painstakingly slowly gathering the stuff to upgrade the base as much as I could until I can get the level 3 one. Now with that, episode 3, I can start with my main base, get that going on, and I'm really just going to be focusing on getting as much of the overworld bosses done as I possibly can before going to the 3rd tower. I think what I really want to do with how these videos go is that each episode has a tower go on, so there could be at least a guaranteed over 8 episodes, and we'll see how things go on from there. And if you like these type of videos, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section below. It can be chicken butt for all I care. And when I feel like I'm more and more ready for the fight, I do want to go to those sanctuaries, and also I really want to see how well that guy could take him out. And oh boy, Blaze Butt just one-shot that thing, and I really want to check out too how I could do with the level 38 over here, because like I said, I wanted to at least capture every single one, and just to show you how Overpower this guy is. Yeah, I tried to capture him as quickly as I possibly could, but it did not work out for me. Like, he did so much damage on that poor Mammophorus, and I couldn't really do anything about it. I'm gonna have to go back and try to get it either way. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and until next time, I will see you in the next video. Peace.